What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for another video. This is going to be a quick video. I was actually editing videos for the channel, and a big trade happened between the Minnesota Wild and the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Bob McKenzie tweeted out this: Minnesota trades Jason Zucker to Pittsburgh for Galchenyuk, 2020 first-round pick, and Kalyn Addison. Now, I'll get into some details here, but these are the remaining tweets. Zucker, who's 28, has 3 more years beyond this one with an average annual value, so his contract, of $5.5 million. Pittsburgh initially wasn't keen on giving up prospect defenseman Kalyn Addison, or for that matter, their first-round pick, but Pittsburgh is all about maximizing the Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin window to win Stanley Cups, which obviously is now. And he also tweeted out, and having Zucker under control for 3 more years beyond the season in the eyes of Pittsburgh offsets the loss of Addison and the first-round pick that likely wouldn't be involved in their lineup for a year or 2 or 3 or more, depending on the the growth of the player. And Galchenyuk is a UFA at the end of this year. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people saying, Minnesota won this deal. Now, there's a bunch of different ways you can look at this. So if you look at it the way that Bob McKenzie's tweeting this out, is that Jason Zucker is an impact player now for Pittsburgh. Now, I think people are kind of underestimating how, even if, let's say, Jason Zucker wasn't really fully playing to his potential this year with Minnesota, which, if you're looking at his numbers, 29 points in 45 games played, that's not bad at all. I mean, last year he had 42 points in 81 games, the year before 64. Like, the guy knows how to put up points. I think people are underestimating the fact that when you go to Pittsburgh, you have the opportunity to play with a lot of really skilled players, and that's no disrespect to Minnesota, but you're playing with the likes of guys like Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, like Rust, like all these guys who just know how to put up points. And these guys are just insane. The Pittsburgh Penguins always find a way to find diamonds in the rough, and Zucker's no diamond in the rough. But I mean, he's just amazing. Sorry, I'm just looking something up here as well, because the Penguins just have a bunch of guys that just know how to score goals. Like I said, Brian Rust, I just wanted to look up his points. The last couple of years has kind of come out of nowhere. I mean, 45 points this year in 40 games played. Last year he had 35 and 72, so look at the improvement already. When you're playing in the Pittsburgh system, you get better as the years go on, and I think that Zucker's contract's a perfect fit for them. It's not too expensive, a guy that's probably going to boost his numbers up and probably play a lot better, and he's only 28, so the contract for him, it's not too bad. Now, if we're looking at the return, obviously a first-round pick is quite good, but like Bob McKenzie's saying, the Pittsburgh Penguins know that they wanted to get in on this market, get the impact player that they needed, and that's Zucker. So that first-round pick wouldn't be of any value to them for the next few years, because they're not looking for a kid that's going to develop and come into their lineup in a couple of years. They want a guy that's going to help them win now. And that's not to discount the first-round pick. That's great for Minnesota. But you have to remember, Pittsburgh doesn't exactly need that pick at this point. They need a guy that can play right now. So let's look at Galchenyuk, the other return going the other way. Galchenyuk, it's already his third different team. In Montreal, it looked promising. He had a 30-goal season. He had a 20-goal season. And then he got shipped off to Arizona, which I thought that would be a really good fit. In the one season there, he had 41 points in 72 games played. Not too bad. And then with Pittsburgh, everybody's like, okay, he's got, some unlocked potential here possibly. 17 points in 45 games played. It's just not there. So we'll have to see if maybe in Minnesota he can find that way. He's only 25. He's 6'1", a centerman. The guy has some potential still to be something great in the NHL. Hopefully he does find it, because that 30-goal season I'm hoping wasn't just a fluke. Now, Kalyn Addison is interesting. World Junior Hockey champion. He's 19 years old. He was picked in the second round in 2018, number 53 overall by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Right now he's playing for the Lethbridge Hurricanes. In 39 games played, he has 43 points, so a pretty solid prospect. In the World Juniors as well for Team Canada, he had 9 points in 7 games played, so that's pretty good. The guy is a talented defenseman, and he's only 19, so we'll have to see in the coming years if Minnesota wants to use him or let him develop even more. But he looks pretty promising. He's 5'10", not the biggest guy, but from what I've seen, the guy is pretty solid. I never knew his numbers within the WHL, but they look pretty good, especially for a defenseman. So I'm excited to see him in Minnesota. We'll have to see how that works out, but for the time being, I don't believe that there's any more details on the trade. Looking up Jason Zucker, or not Jason Zucker, Bob McKenzie here to see if he's tweeted out anything else. But no, I think everybody kind of understands this trade. Pittsburgh's in a win now situation. You give away futures, you maybe overpay a little bit because the NHL trade deadline's a few weeks away. They wanted to jump into the market and get this deal done now. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. This isn't my usual location. I'm actually in the process right now of making it look really nice. I'm really trying to make it look better. Go and check out some other videos. I deal with a lot of NHL trade rumors and trades leading up to the deadline, so be on the lookout for those videos. They are going to be coming up every single day on this channel. And again, big trade, Minnesota-Pittsburgh. Full trade details, once again, Minnesota trades Jason Zucker to Pittsburgh for Galchenyuk, a 2020 first-round pick, and Kalyn Addison. And remember, Pittsburgh's been trying for Zucker for a while. They tried in the Phil Kessel deal as well. So this deal finally gets done. So make sure to subscribe if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.